Hello everyone, welcome back to Voice of Africa. I'm excited to share a story that's not only about creativity, but about resilience, unity, and the drive toward a self-reliant Africa. Today, we're diving into the Ouagadougou International Arts and Crafts Fair, SIAO, one of the continent's most celebrated events. This year's fair comes at a time when the spirit of African unity and self-determination is stronger than ever, and it's a story that I know will resonate deeply with each of you. This October 25th, 2024, SIAO opened its doors in Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso's bustling capital. Running until November 3rd, this event is expected to draw around 350,000 visitors and artisans from over 30 countries. Created in 1984 by Burkina Faso's revolutionary president Thomas Sankara, SIAO has always been more than just an arts fair. It's a celebration of African craftsmanship and culture, providing artisans from across Africa a platform to showcase their skills and ingenuity to the world. The theme for this year's edition, African Crafts, Youth Entrepreneurship and Autonomy, shines a spotlight on the continent's thriving handicraft sector, which contributes significantly to local economies and provides a path towards self-reliance. At the fair's grand opening, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso's president, stood alongside dignitaries from neighboring Mali and Niger, both members of the Alliance of Sahelian States, AES. Their attendance symbolizes a united front, reinforcing that African nations are not just focusing on defense, but on building economic resilience. President Traoré's speech highlighted the resilience of the Burkinabe people amid ongoing security challenges and reinforced his government's commitment to uplifting the nation's cultural heritage. Traoré's vision is not only about defending Burkina Faso, but about celebrating its values, history, and potential. This unity is crucial, as Burkina Faso and its allies have faced significant instability from terrorism and displacement due to insecurity in the region. The SIAO's significance lies in its contribution to the local economy. Handicrafts represent 20% of the continent's gross domestic product, GDP, employing an astounding 60 million people, with young Africans forming the majority. In his address, Burkina Faso's Minister of Industry, Trade and Handicrafts, Serge Poda, acknowledged these figures, underscoring how the sector is a major avenue for employment and empowerment. Yet despite its contributions, artisans face numerous challenges, particularly in gaining access to international markets. Local challenges, such as security concerns and the displacement of entire communities, also cast shadows over the sector's growth. But in the spirit of resilience, SIAO has emerged as a beacon of hope and determination. Serge Poda shared that, despite the threats and obstacles, Burkina Faso has managed to bring together artisans, traders, and dignitaries from across Africa, proving once again that the spirit of the Burkinabe people is unbreakable. The fair's success reflects the courage and dedication of the people, who continue to support their government and armed forces in the face of adversity. In Poda's words, this fair is a celebration of African unity, a gathering of creative minds who defy difficulties to showcase the beauty and richness of African culture. This year's SIAO is filled with incredible exhibits, workshops, and networking opportunities. Artisans from across the continent have come together to exchange skills, share knowledge, and create partnerships that will take African crafts to new heights. From traditional textiles like Burkina Faso's Faso Danfani to exquisite pottery, jewelry, and woodwork, the event showcases the best of African creativity. Exhibitors like Fatuma Sawadogo Maiga, national coordinator of an ethical fashion initiative, are taking sustainability to a new level. Maiga introduced innovative tools like the Indian spinning wheel, enabling local artisans to spin organic cotton for weaving Faso Danfani. These creations are sold globally, bringing African crafts to international markets and proving that African craftsmanship is not only rich in history, but aligned with modern sustainability values. For Maiga, SIAO is an invaluable opportunity to connect with global buyers. She expressed her pride in showcasing Burkina Faso's traditional weaving techniques, confident that this platform will allow her to build new business connections. This initiative is a prime example of the fair's overarching theme of youth entrepreneurship and autonomy. By introducing sustainable practices, Maiga and her team are setting an example for young African entrepreneurs who want to make a global impact while preserving cultural heritage. The sense of unity on display at SIAO is not only symbolic, it has become a cornerstone of the growing Pan-Africanist movement sweeping across the continent. Events like SIAO provide a real, practical platform for African nations to support each other, not only through shared culture, but through economic partnerships. This growing unity, embodied by alliances like the AES, sends a message to the world. Africa is capable of standing on its own, building a future that honors its past while embracing the potential of the present. President Traoré emphasized this in his opening remarks, expressing gratitude to neighboring Mali and Niger, whose solidarity and support reflect the region's commitment to Pan-African ideals. As the fair progresses, the exhibitions and discussions around African handicrafts take on a greater significance. These creations are more than artistic expressions. They are acts of cultural pride, statements of African resilience, and symbols of independence. They represent a rejection of dependence on foreign aid or imported goods. By investing in the arts, African nations are investing in themselves, creating industries that uplift local communities, preserve cultural knowledge, and empower future generations. The presence of over 30 countries at this fair underscores the global appeal of African craftsmanship. African artisans are breaking barriers, overcoming local challenges, and making their mark in global markets. The level of international interest in SIAO reflects a changing narrative. Africa is not only seen as a continent with challenges, but as a place of beauty, creativity, and immense potential. Initiatives like the Ethical Fashion Program show the world that African craftsmanship is a vital part of the sustainable and ethical movement that resonates with global consumers. This gathering in Ouagadougou serves as a reminder of what is possible when African nations stand united. While the challenges are real, ranging from limited market access to security threats, the collective strength displayed at SIAO is a powerful indicator of what lies ahead for Africa. African leaders and artisans alike are sending a clear message to the world. Africa's future will be determined by Africans. Events like SIAO are more than celebrations. They are declarations of sovereignty, pride, and ambition. As the fair unfolds, visitors, artisans, and buyers alike are immersed in a cultural experience that showcases Africa's resilience and creativity. This is not just an event, but a movement towards economic freedom, cultural pride, and a rejection of dependency. The craftsmanship on display is a testament to Africa's rich history and its commitment to forging a self-determined future. Before we wrap up, I want to thank each of you for tuning in to Voice of Africa. This story of resilience and creativity from the Ouagadougou International Arts and Crafts Fair is just one example of the positive momentum sweeping across Africa. SIAO symbolizes the strength and unity that African nations are building together, and it's a story I'm honored to share with you. Let's continue to support the artisans and leaders who are making a difference, inspiring young Africans, and shaping a future where Africa stands tall on the world stage. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Voice of Africa. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on Africa's journey toward unity, independence, and progress. Together, let's celebrate Africa's rise and share these stories of hope, strength, and creativity with the world.